Braun Strowman has returned to WWE, and the real reason why this happened and what it could mean for Roman Reigns has been revealed. Braun Strowman made his return on Monday Night Raw. It had been over 1 year since he was in WWE. He was released by the company on June 2nd, 2021, and WWE said the reason why he was fired was due to budget cuts. When Braun was released, it was one of the most shocking firings in WWE history because at that time, Braun was one of the biggest main event stars in the company. He had previously held the Universal title. He had been in a main event for a pay-per-view just a few weeks before, but yet Vince McMahon and WWE thought he was expendable. When Braun was fired from WWE, he was completely caught off guard and very upset about it. But Braun didn't take it laying down. Instead, he joined up with some friends, including EC3, and they started their own indie wrestling promotion called Control Your Narrative. They wrestled at small house shows around the country. They released videos on the internet that people had to pay for, and it was successful for an indie promotion. But just shortly after Braun returned to WWE on Raw, Control Your Narrative sent out a press release saying that Braun Strowman was no longer part of the promotion. So he has cut ties with Control Your Narrative now that he is back in WWE. During Braun's absence from WWE, Braun also did things like horror conventions where he signed autographs and took pictures with fans. But the one thing that Braun wanted the most was to return to WWE. And under Vince McMahon, it looked like it wasn't going to happen, as Vince just didn't believe in Braun Strowman as somebody who he needed to be in the company and to also pay a huge money contract. But then when Vince McMahon retired and Triple H took over, everything changed. And now Braun Strowman could return to WWE. In the last few weeks prior to his return, there were lots of rumors that Braun was indeed about to return to WWE, and on Monday Night Raw, he did just that. It was during a 4-team tag match on Raw where Braun Strowman, out of nowhere, made his return. He came down to the ring and he destroyed everybody. He destroyed the heels, he destroyed the baby faces. So we don't know if Braun is a babyface or a heel yet, but what we do know is the real reason why he returned to WWE, what WWE has in store for him, and what this all means for Roman Reigns. So the question is, what's the real reason why Braun Strowman returned to WWE, and why now? According to insiders, Triple H is trying to show that this is a new WWE, and any kind of grudges, any type of bad blood from the past is going to be washed away. And we're going to rehire people who we fired in the past. And Braun Strowman obviously is the biggest name so far who has returned to WWE in the new Triple H era. Of course, we've seen Karrion Kross, we've seen Dexter Lumis, we've seen Dakota Kai and Io Sky, but Braun Strowman by far is the biggest star who has returned during Triple H's new reign. Triple H always liked Braun Strowman much more than Vince McMahon did, and Triple H has seen the ratings for WWE skyrocket since they started rehiring these fired wrestlers. So Triple H said, hey, let's keep it going. Let's start going and getting even more of these fired wrestlers, and let's get some of these bigger stars. Braun, of course, a former Universal Champion, a former Tag Champion. He has a lot of huge accomplishments in WWE, and Triple H has admitted that it was a mistake for WWE to fire Braun Strowman, and that is why he has brought him back. But another big reason why Triple H brought back Braun Strowman is because of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has pretty much had a pay-per-view match with all of the big stars in WWE, and Triple H didn't believe that there was really anybody left for Roman to face who fans would want to see him wrestle on a pay-per-view. Yes, they have teased Kevin Owens versus Roman for the past few weeks, but we have seen Roman fight Kevin Owens on pay-per-view, and Kevin Owens lost. So Triple H said, hey, we need a new opponent for Roman Reigns for the upcoming Crown Jewel pay-per-view. Let's bring in Braun Strowman. Yeah, Kevin Owens is upset about it, but Triple H believes that Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel coming up in November is a bigger matchup that fans would want to see more than Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. And we have to remember, Braun wants to get his revenge on Roman because Roman won the Universal title at a triple threat at WWE Payback in August of 2020. Bray Wyatt was a champion going into that match, but Roman Reigns pinned Braun, and that's where Roman won the Universal title that he is still holding on to today. And Braun wants revenge. He wants to be a champion again. And Triple H believes this is going to be a huge storyline, and this is going to drive WWE ratings even higher. Now the question is Roman Reigns happy about this? As we know, Roman Reigns, he always wants to make sure that he is the top guy in WWE and that nobody is ever going to surpass him. So he could be a bit unhappy about Triple H signing Braun Strowman, because if there's anyone currently in the company who could dethrone him from being the top star, it could be Braun Strowman, and things could get very bad for Roman Reigns in the coming weeks as WWE really pushes Braun Strowman as a huge star. And after Braun Strowman made his return to WWE, he said he is going to show up on SmackDown, and we know what that probably means. He's going to confront Roman Reigns, and that will most likely be the beginning of the feud between Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. What are your thoughts about Braun Strowman making his return to WWE? And do you think Triple H made the right decision by rehiring him? Leave a comment below and give me your opinion. And what do you think this means for Roman Reigns? And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you are notified when we upload a new video.